Did the Chiefs win the Super Bowl last Sunday?
Wow. You listen, the Rams and 49ers is an interesting matchup because the 49ers they've just matched up well with them. The Rams are like legitimately, at least on the defensive side of the ball, one of the most talented teams I've ever watched play. Aaron Donald to me is the best player in football. You've got Von Miller playing like he was young again, like when he was a Super Bowl MVP of Super Bowl 50. Leonard Floyd has played great. Jalen Ramsey's a great player. All that being said, I just think the Chiefs offensively and what Patrick Mahomes, the confidence that guy's got to be playing with right now. 13 seconds left in the divisional round, and you're able to find 44 yards in 2 plays for a game-tying field goal. I mean, come on, it almost feels like destiny to me.
Leslie Frazier is getting some head coaching interviews, Mark. Would you use what happened at the end of the game as a mark against him?
Yes, absolutely. Same thing with Kellen Moore. I think there are opportunities, and it's not only that, but like I look at you don't kick that ball off through the end of the end zone. Like the thing you do, they call them, everybody has different terms, but a mortar kick. So you kick it down between the 10 and the 3-yard line, and you make the opponent return the kick. That takes off 5 seconds off the clock. Even if they get a long one, it takes off 8 seconds. If you stop them around the 50, you got 1 play left. The fact is you don't squib it there. You don't pooch it where somebody can fair catch it where no time comes off the clock, or squib it and they give themselves up and no time comes off the clock. You have to kick that thing down to about the 3, 4, 5 yard line and make them return that, stop them, use up 5 seconds. You're giving up whatever yardage you give up to take time off the clock. It was a colossal coaching mistake by Sean McDermott and his staff.
Fireable offense? How do you not know that? I don't get it. You're in football your whole life. This is pretty basic.
Yeah, it is pretty basic. And I think everybody, Tony Romo was saying it, I was saying it from my couch. You gotta kind of kick it to make them return it, kick it to a point where you make them return it. And is it fireable? No, man. They're a great football team and they should have won that. I just think they had a total brain lapse. 13 seconds. They were celebrating. We just won. Like they quit coaching for a second. We just won. We're going to the AFC Championship at home. And you know what? And as Andy Reid said, breaking the huddle. I mean, one of the great lines ever. Hey, when things look grim, he said to Patrick Mahomes, "Be the Grim Reaper." And Patrick Mahomes went out there and was a Grim Reaper. It was a phenomenal game.
Do you think there's any chance that Josh Allen surpasses Mahomes? I mean, that was a performance of all performances, and Mahomes was ridiculous too. So it's kind of an absurd question, but I mean, I don't know. Allen's,
you know what?
Better.
This to me is becoming the matchup. It's like, you remember back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, when it was Peyton Manning for Indianapolis and Tom Brady for the New England Patriots. And every year we got that matchup and it was must-see appointment television. That's what this feels like. They play again next year in the regular season in Kansas City. It feels like it's going to be Mahomes and it feels like it's going to be Josh Allen down the stretch. But I tell you what, there's plenty of other guys with Justin Herbert in LA and the Chargers. And then there's Joe Burrow, who is just, I mean, that dude is just straight up Joe Cool. I mean, that guy is amazing. So there's a lot of great young talent at the quarterback position. Lamar Jackson. There's so much young talent in the AFC at the quarterback position.
Just quickly running through it here. Chiefs, Bengals, it's a 7-point spread. You like Kansas City?
I do. I like Kansas City. That place, I played a playoff game in Kansas City. It's one of the toughest places in the world to play, the loudest stadium I've ever played in. It's going to be big time. And it's almost impossible to give up 9 sacks and win a football game. It's just a testament to Cincinnati. It's a testament to Joe Burrow. But I just don't believe you're going to overcome that kind of pressure. I think Kansas City will get pressure on them. I'm going with Kansas City there.
And it sounds like you're taking the Rams. That's a 3.5-point spread at home.
Yeah, I am going to take the Rams, although I wouldn't be surprised. I think it'll be tight. I wouldn't be surprised if the Niners win that game. But I think Jimmy Garoppolo is one of those guys that's going to make 3 or 4 mistakes a game. It's, can you capitalize on those 3 or 4 mistakes? If the Rams capitalize on it, they win. If they don't, it should be a tight one.